Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Will the Steelers add a receiver before the season starts? I know I made a video about this, about the Steelers and receiver rumors, I think about a little while ago, a month or two ago. But now we're back at it again because we see a lot of reports and things going on and people visiting the team, and we're going to dive into that right now. As you guys know, I think I discussed it, not yesterday, I discussed it the night before. Yesterday, I seen a report at nighttime on Monday night. I think I discussed it. Yeah, Monday night I discussed it. I was talking about Gabe Davis visiting the Steelers on Tuesday. Gabe Davis was he visited the Steelers on Tuesday, but also he visited the Bills, of course, as well. And so we'll see exactly where he lands. As you guys know, the Bills was when he had some of his best years. You look at his some of his numbers. Let me pull those numbers up real fast. Here's some of the numbers he had, of course, with the Bills. He has some pretty good numbers. Where are his stats at? They haven't got it up. There you go. Okay, with the Bills, he put up his rookie season. He had 599 yards. The second year, 549 yards. Third year, 836 yards. And then the fourth year, he had 746 yards. And each of those years, he scored 7, 7, 6, and then 7 touchdowns like that. So he was playing some big time football. 17 yards per catch, 15 yards per catch, 17 yards per catch, 16 yards per catch. So he was playing like, he was deep ball type guy like that. He's more of a vertical threat type receiver. Going down there, you push the ball to him. He's a big target, of course, as well. He can go out there and make some plays. Last year, of course, the Jaguars had some injuries, of course, and they had 236 yards. So the injuries kind of caught up to him, and he didn't really play the best football. Actually, some people calling him washed up and all type of stuff. Like, he's only 26 years old. He's not washed up. He just had some injuries that happened last year. But I think he's healthy now, and I think he'll be a solid piece. But in my opinion, I don't think he'll be. I think he'd be more impactful with the Bills than he'd be with the Steelers. Now, I hope the Steelers bring another receiver in, if it is him or not. But I feel like he'd be more impactful somewhere else because the Steelers, we have DK Metcalf already, who's going to be a guy like that, a physical pass catcher down the field, and he's going to do. DK Metcalf will do a little bit more as well. But I was hoping we got like a guy who's a route runner savvy type guy. I know Romero Wilson can run the routes. We know Calvin Austin and speed, but they're more like smaller, shifty type guys like that. More of slot guys. They can play. I think Romero Wilson can play on the outside, of course, as well. And Calvin Austin can too. But they more like slot type guys like that because of their size. Sometimes you play against little bigger cornerbacks, they can stop you and they play more physical against you like that. It'd be hard for them to get past those guys and get open. We've seen that many times last year when the Steelers was playing. Calvin Austin did play pretty good, but it was some games that he disappeared a little bit too at the beginning of the season. But I'm hoping the Steelers go out there and get like a guy who's shifty. I was hoping Amari Cooper would be a guy, but I don't think the Steelers going to get Amari Cooper now. I think they probably got him all this time as well. Amari Cooper, at one point we've seen that report that said he retired, and that was a false report that he was retired. And then we see like a lot of different things. I think we've seen the Bills maybe bringing him back. I think I've seen the Chargers at first, but now the Chargers got Keenan Allen back, so Amari Cooper off the table for them. And we're seeing Amari Cooper name is circulating around a lot of places. So I don't know exactly if he's going to sign somewhere or what, but that'd be interesting. But I think Gabe Davis would be an option. But my first option would still be Jauan Jennings. I know Jauan Jennings at 49ers right now. They're still trying to figure things out. I know Jauan Jennings a month ago said that if he didn't get a new deal for training camp, he would, of course, ask for a trade. But the 49ers said he never really asked for a trade like that. Formally asked for a trade. So he's still on the team. And right now he's away from the team a little bit because he had a calf injury. But he did practice the first 4 days, and then he had a calf injury. We've seen players do it before many times. They'll go out there and see, okay, if I go to practice, maybe they'll switch some things up. And if things don't go their way, they can kind of shut themselves down a little bit and have an injury and make the injury seem more severe than what it is. So right now we'll see if Jauan Jennings stay with the 49ers or not. I feel like he'll be a nice combination. He'll complement DK Metcalf very well because his play style is. That'd be nice. I think the Steelers would bring in too, and his asking price wouldn't be too bad either. I feel like the Steelers was to trade for him. You could trade for him and sign him to like a 2-year. I think his asking price was what? He was asking for more. I think his market value is like $11-12 million a year. Like that. So the Steelers got $36 million in cap. They could definitely make that happen where they sign him and then extend him to like a 2-year, $24 million deal. Like that, they pay him $12 million a year or something like that, around that range like that. $24 million deal, $22 million deal for 2 years. What they got to do like that to make it work, of course, fully. I think that'd be a nice signing and a nice guy to bring in like that. That'd be kind of my range. I think he'll fit well with the Steelers. Another person, of course. This is a far-fetched one. I've seen that rumor about that many times. That's what I was discussing last week. I kept seeing the Tyreek Hill trade rumors. I seen Tyreek Hill possibly getting swapped with Terry McLaurin. Now Terry McLaurin, I think the Commanders are kind of figuring things out a little bit and get a deal done. But I've seen that before happen, and now I'm seeing, of course, him and the Steelers being linked together in rumors. And there's no reports about this fully, but it's kind of like rumors, speculations about, writers saying that, and speculating that this could be happening. Might have the Dolphins trade another player to us. I don't think that'll happen, but Tyreek Hill, of course, would be a great addition to bring in. Of course, that'd be perfect. DK Metcalf, Tyreek Hill would be amazing. That'd make our receiver duo one of the best in the league like that. You have Tyreek Hill and DK Metcalf, but I doubt that happen. That'd be very hard to happen. I don't know exactly what they have to trade. The Dolphins could definitely use a cornerback. They can use a cornerback. They can use edge rusher, some different pieces too as well. So I don't know what you trade to get him, but that's like a far-fetched one. I seen that on Twitter. I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. Odell Beckham Jr. That's another one we've seen. Of course, I discussed that last week. That right there, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen because Odell Beckham is not the same player he once was. He hasn't been the same player in many years. Like that, a lot of injuries, of course, getting added up. Had the injury with the Browns. He had the injury, of course, with the Rams in the Super Bowl to his ACL, injury with the Ravens, and then last year injury with the Dolphins. So he's not really the same player that he once was. So I don't think it'd be wise to bring Odell Beckham Jr. in. And you look at Odell on his stats for the past few seasons, like they haven't been the same. We know Odell Beckham was one of the best players when he first entered the league, 1,300 yards, 1,400, 1,300, and then the injuries started happening when he had injury in the Giants too, but when he got to the Browns, like in 2019, that's when he kind of like got on decline. He had 1,000 yards that year, but after that, 300 yards, and then he played for another team as well because he got injured. And he had 537 yards on two teams. He was playing for the Rams and the Browns. Like that, he got traded. And he tore his leg. He didn't sign with nobody in 2022. He came back, played for the Ravens a little bit, had 500 yards there. Like that, had some injuries in there too as well, up and down. And then he played last year in Miami, only 55 yards. He played 9 games, but he was in 9 games, but yeah, he didn't really do a lot last year. So he's going to decline. I think he's 33 years old now. And yeah, I don't think it would be wise to bring Odell Beckham Jr. in. That wouldn't help the team out at all. Now they signed him in. I'm gonna support it because it's our team, but I don't think that would be wise to bring a player like that in because I don't think he'll be able to help you. You already got Robert Woods on the team, who's has injury history as well. Like that, I'm surprised that he's still on the team as well. I hope he does well too, of course. But yeah, I was hoping Rob Taylor stayed with the Steelers, but they got rid of Rob Taylor, which was surprising. I think Rob Taylor played some physical football. And he's an undrafted player too. He was hungry like that. I want to see only players on our team who are hungry, who are going to go out there and showcase why they belong in this league. And having a guy like Rob Taylor, the way he was playing in training camp, or he played in preseason as well, I think he warranted to get cut. And you have other guys on the team. You look at the roster, the guys who they kept, you're like, come on, y'all cut Rob Taylor, but y'all kept some of the other guys who didn't even have, like, especially number 34. That he caught a touchdown his first week in preseason, hit the backflip in the end zone. But last week he had 2 drops, including a drop in the end zone. I know the ball was a little high, but he had 2 hands on it. He dropped it. So some guys, I was surprised he kept some guys on the team. Rob Taylor I feel like played better than them in training camp and all the way to preseason. But hey, we'll see. Hopefully he come back or something. But I don't know why they did that for. But you look at some of the free agents they have, of course, available for the Steelers, and you're looking like it's not really a crazy pool of people out there where you're like, oh my god, we can go out there and win if we get this guy. But I'm like, I don't know. As I mentioned, of course, Mark Cooper, Gabe Davis, you got Nelson Aguilar, Tyler Boyd. He's all right. He's shifty and stuff. Brandon Powell, Jamison Crowder. They got Deontay Hardy, Allen Robinson. I haven't heard Allen Robinson name in a while. Like they got Allen Robinson over there. Of course, we had Allen Robinson on our team, and it didn't work out too well. He wasn't the same player that he once was. We with the Bears and we with the Jaguars. Yeah, Anthony Schwartz. Yeah, it's not really nothing too crazy. They can help you right now in free agency right there. So I don't know exactly what the Steelers going to do fully. A receiver, they could just roll with the guys they have, and hopefully those guys emerge to being what they need to be. Because we know Roman Wilson, we've seen him go out there through 2 catches and 2 yards last week. He has potential. And Kevin Austin, we seen what he did last year, of course, but we can bring it up to the next level. But I'd like for us to add another, and there's one more guy added to the depth chart just to make us more comfortable, just in case. But that's all I have for this video. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe for more content. Like and subscribe for more content, not more comments. You can leave comments as well, but like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys probably the preseason game. Oh yeah, today's Wednesday. See, I'm tripping. See, I had lack of sleep. The preseason game is tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow on the preseason game, the Steelers and Panthers Thursday Night Football. So be on the lookout for that, and go on Steelers Syndicate channel as well. And you can see, of course, me doing some daily news and discussing other topics as well. You can go over there and stuff and stay up to date with some of the things. But I'll see you when I see you. Peace out.